Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I thought I'd share something I've been working on for the last couple days. I got this workbook earlier this month at Target in the dollar spot and decided to glue some stuff onto here for two reasons. One, I wanted to thicken the pages in here a bit because, you know, it is $1. And I didn't know how well the pages would take paint and sprays and stuff, because the paper in here they weren't too thick and they weren't too thin, but you never know because it is $1. So I wanted to glue stuff into here, and two, I wanted to take some of my collage fodder and so a lot of my scraps in the scrap bin that I have and some other stuff, and just glue it down just for the fun of it. And I am going to gesso over these pages when I'm done. So here we go. Lots of tissue paper. I had a lot of this mulberry paper that you see here. I have a ton of it left still. And some scrapbook paper, some stuff that I had extra spray, this thicker scrapbook paper, like the Can Company and the die cuts with the View. I used the Golden Extra Heavy Gel Max Medium for that, and I got tired of that, so after a while you won't see the you know, the thick scrapbook paper like you do in the first few pages here. Some stuff that I had from Gloss Alchemy and matte paper and ephemera. And this stuff I also got at the Target in the dollar spot, and it was actually foil. I didn't know that till I opened it and saw the back. I'm like, oh, it's foil. So when I first glued it down, I did use the matte medium, and it wasn't really sticking to adhering to the page. So before I did this video, I used the Aleene's Tacky and just put some glue on there, and it's staying. And then I have a big vintage ad bag that I use part of, or you see. And then I have some newspaper. You can see some of the, on these pages, first few pages, that I tore and used. They had spray on it. You can see where I get tired in places because the tears of the paper are bigger. That's when I decided to stop and rest and save it for the next day. And this was in my scrap box. I was going to use it for a journal page. That was its intent. Oh wow. And this, you saw my original, I don't have it around here, but my videos, the last video was with the 4x4 coasters that are now journals. I still have to put the backs on them, but this was the excess left over from the one cat one, the brown coaster, and with the distress inks and stuff. And when I used the matte medium on this, of course with the distress inks, they're water based, so I was getting the ink was coming off of here and onto like the paper, and then onto the other pages and papers on here, and you can see what was left of that paper. Not much. Excuse me. And I thought this was the middle of the book, so I just took these two pieces of paper and just glued it right excuse me, in the middle. that was it. This is that's not the middle. This is. I eventually did take the staples out of here and put a rubber band in here for now. Excuse me. I eventually want to rebind this with maybe with some thread that I have, and like this, or maybe I'll keep the rubber band. See some more tissues that I found, tissue paper that I found, and stuff, and some wrapping paper, and Starbucks bag. And I found I tore a couple pages from the phone book that I've been using, and I have an old Disney book from when I was 5, and it was falling apart, so I took the guts out, and I used a couple pages from that in here. And then these last few pages I did today, and I was playing with napkins in this journal, and so while those pages were drying, I glued some napkins in here, and then while that was drying, I did more pages and went back and forth. I think there's one more. Oops. And so that's what the other thing I was working on today. Was just gluing, and then I took the extra napkins that I didn't use in there and just glued them onto the page along with the tissue papers and other old scrapbook paper and stuff. That will be re-told down with gesso. This one is probably not as thick, well, still kind of still damp, but that's probably because of probably won't be as thick as with the napkins and stuff, and it's still kind of wet, or not wet, but damp. So I just finished these not that long ago. So then the last 2 pages, I took the rubber band out, and then took these 2 pages out so I can work on this page and this page a little more flat, so it won't be as bulky and hard to glue, the ends on the pages. That's why I took the rubber band out, because it was getting kind of hard to or the staples out was getting kind of hard to glue. So now I will just so these pages is the next step, and then play. Today, another thing I want to show you, I'll do this next. So this is my matte medium, and when I started this project with the gluing, I think I was like up to here, maybe. But now you see I'm like down here, so I gotta make another trip to Blix, even though I really don't want to, because the one that's easier for me to go to is downtown, and it's 2 floors, and the acrylics, the paints, and the pens, and all the fun stuff is in the 2nd level, and I have no problem taking the escalator upstairs. It's downstairs that I have a problem with, and I know I'm not the only one who has that problem. But Blix doesn't like you using their elevator with product, with taking product with you in the elevator. So I don't know why, and I don't want to order because it's cheaper going there to get the stuff than going to Blix. Than ordering from Blix with the shipping and the tax and all that stuff. So, plus I'm saving for a trip. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, in the mail today, I got from Janine her letter, and then she said in her letter that she was cleaning and she found this stuff. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Do one hand. I think she calls it something else, but I think it's like what they use for delis. Okay, just need to send some. These are called Candy Wax, and she got them when her and her brother went to this place and they had samples of items for business. She thought I'd be able to use them. They're different, you know, like I said, they're, you know, what places use to wrap stuff. So I got coffee and beans, like wax papery type stuff. And then this Italian one. Should be cool for collage and stuff like that. And yeah, picnic basket one and the plain one with borders. And a cheeseburger. And got carnival one. Palm tree. And hot wings. And skiing and moose. And Southwestern. And a purple one. This one's my favorite. I think because of the cat. And fisherman, seafood, and catch the wave. A hot dog. Another red and white check. Some barbecue. And the flag. And then peppers. So that was my little happy mail today. And I think I got another project on the way working. And then I did some ATCs, and I'll do a video on that later. Because one of the other project that I'm working on sort of goes with that. And that's about it. And yeah. So thanks.